I believe in the Sharia. I believe sovereignty belongs to God. And the Sharia will come to...
And you believe in virgins in heaven, don't you?
It will remove the corruption of democracy and freedom and all of your exploitation. You are worried because you know Islam is coming to your backyard.
I'm a non-believer. I'm an infidel. I mean, should I, if I don't convert to Islam, should I die?
No, you can live under the Sharia.
I can live under Sharia. Oh, thank you, sir. Please, I thank you oh so very much.
Every Muslim knows that Israel is occupying Muslim land, and obviously this needs to be repelled. You know, they need to return from where they came.
Did you or did you not say people who commit adultery should be stoned to death? Did you say that?
That is not my statement, but I believe that, certainly.
Should gay people be stoned to death?
Well, you know, homosexuality and bestiality and pedophilia and these things, I think they are your own way of life. I believe in 28 states.
Should they be stoned to death? I'm asking.
Bestiality is legal in America. You can have a relationship with just about whoever you want. In Islam, Allah created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. So
should gay people be stoned to death?
Between man and woman.
Should gay people be stoned to death?
Under the Islamic State, people will not be doing this relationship in the public arena. If they do, then there will be punishment. Of course,
eventually the world's going to wake up to what I would say, and every radical Islamist like you will be wiped off the face of the earth because you have no respect for women.
The guy I see no different than Imam Awlaki, who we assassinated appropriately after Fort Hood because he influenced that. Because look, if I can interject, it's not about banned groups. In this country, Revolution Muslim, two of them, Khattab and Morton, were put in jail for 11 years because they threatened the Draw Muhammad journalists, the South Park people. They are in jail. They even threatened me by calling me an apostate, and thankfully they are in jail simply for speech. So it's not about groups. It's the Brandenburg versus Ohio standard in America, which says that you can't incite imminent lawlessness or violence. In this country, we can't let our Bill of Rights become a suicide pact for groups that invoke violence.
All right. We see all these acts of terrorism, all these terrorist groups. It's all done in the name of Islam, the desire to wipe Israel off the map. We see this group ISIS, convert or die. Why do I sense there's not enough outspoken Muslims saying, you know, we condemn this. This is not our religion. Stop doing acts of terror in the name of our religion. I don't hear those voices that loudly.
With God's name, the merciful benefactor, the merciful redeemer. First of all, Sean, believe me, we have yelled as loud as we can through a megaphone. Now, you own the television and you own the networks. Give us the time and we will yell even louder. We are thoroughly in sin. Anybody who wants justice and fairness and humane treatment for all humanity. We are working with the Catholics, we're working with the Jewish people, we're working with the Christian people, we're working around the world. And all we ask is those of you who have the facilities and have the television stations, the radio station, give us a forum, and you'll hear our voice so loud that it'll stop it immediately.
Mr. Siddiqui, I appreciate. So you agree with me, Hamas, Hezbollah, ISIS, the Muslim Brotherhood, Al-Qaeda, ISIL, the Islamic Jihad, you agree with me, they're all terror groups, right?
I don't know these groups. I know.
You don't know anything about those groups?
I'm surprised
that the good imam here doesn't seem to know about these groups that I in the news every day.
I don't know personally,
I think basically, Imam, you've had your piece, and let me, you know, with all due respect, I see you condemning the act of violence, but this is our problem in our community. We need a 12-step program for the denial of dealing with the ideology. It's not just violence. We always want to blame others, that we're some victims, and yet I'll tell you, Sean, even in my own mosque here in Arizona, they talked about me being the problem, Fox News being the problem, and didn't talk about ISIS, Hamas, and we always want to blame the other. This is why America sees Muslims as silent, because we're not dealing with the drug. The gateway drug of ISIS is not their violence. It's the Islamic State. The fact that they want to implement a supremacist doctrine that we need to reform. And Imam Siddiqui, you need to be more forward on political Islam and the Sharia state being the pathology that's creating these monsters.
Condemn what you report.
ISIS killed a number of imams in northern Iraq. Hamas has killed its spokesman last week who didn't say the right thing and now is calling for terror attacks in Israel. So the bottom line is that you have to realize our imams, our leadership are the They're not expressing that we have an ideological problem in political Islam, and Muslims who believe in liberty and reform are the solution, and you're abrogating your responsibility.
I want you to learn about these groups and read about them when you go home, and come back on my show this week, and then tell me.
I know what the Quran says.
Tell me if you think these are.
The Bible and the
then
Quran.
you tell this audience if you think that your religion is being hijacked by radical murderers that want this worldwide caliphate of convert or die.
We condemn all murder. We condemn all radicals who use murder.
Apologetics about the Islamic State is the problem. We need to counter those ideas, not violence only. That's one tip of the iceberg.
Thank you.